Hey everyone, so I'm gonna try to talk as much as I can today. I woke up this morning with a really bad toothache, like my jaw, there's like pain radiating in my jaw. Hurts to eat, so I'm just gonna kind of suffer through this with you. So today I wanted to talk about kind of why I started keto and how I did and just my journey. I know a lot of you guys want to know, and a lot of people struggle out there with starting a diet and trying to fix how they lose weight and get healthy and all that. So I'm gonna kind of just go through what I did, because it's hard to admit, I guess, to yourself about when there's a breaking point when you're just too big. And I had that realization with myself not too long ago. So we're just gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna try to do this as raw as I can. No cute editing, no nothing. Just me raw. So it started, when I was little, I was overweight. I'm not blaming anyone. There's no blame on anyone on why my body is bigger than it is. I just grew up eating not healthy foods, and I would hide my food from my parents, just, because I would get cravings and I would just want to eat. That it became really bad, like, during Halloween and Christmas season when there's all that extra candy and junk food around. So I would take a few extra and hide them in my room and eat them when everyone was in bed. Just because I wanted that sugar craving, or that sugar, I wanted the sweets. I have this sweet tooth. So I was overweight my whole life, and then I got into high school and I was doing pretty well in high school, and then I met some guy that doesn't matter anymore. And with that situation, that was a 4.5-year thing where I just ate as much as I could because I could. Like, there was no problem with me doing that in that situation. Like, I'm talking fast food, going out all the time, going to Walgreens and getting the buy 3 for $3 candies. That would happen every night. I would eat like 2-3 boxes of candy a night by myself, alone. So I just started gaining and gaining and gaining. There was a point where I couldn't fit into any of my clothes. Like my jeans, I threw them like deep in my closet so I couldn't find them. I switched to wearing just leggings because that's all I could fit in. That's all my lower body would ever fit in, was leggings or dresses. I'd wear dresses because then it kind of hid how big I was, essentially, or so I thought. So that went on for a very long time, and I didn't notice it in myself. I didn't see a problem with it. And then after I left that situation, because it was just not good, so I gained probably 80 pounds or more with that person. And like, this is no blame on anyone except for myself for allowing myself to do that. And then it's been about 2 years now since that has finished, but still, like, getting into college, moving across the country, away from your family and friends and anything that you've ever known. I moved to Colorado when I was 20. I had no friends up here, no family. I knew no one. I lived in the dorms by myself for a semester. And I got very homesick, very depressed, very not okay. And the way I found comfort in that was to eat. And I'm not talking like salads or fruits like you should be. I'm talking like junk food, the oatmeal cream pies and Little Debbie's and Qdoba. If any of you know what that is, it's like Chipotle, but I think it's better in my opinion. So I just kind of did that, spent a lot of money on just gaining weight, honestly. And my roommate moved in, the one that you guys met the other day, Tatum, and we got along, but my eating habits still wasn't changing. I thought it would with having another roommate, but it didn't. I I would still sneak food, even with her. I would wait until she left to eat, or like if I ate when she was there with me, when she left, I'd eat more. I just had a huge problem with it. And I've never seen a doctor or anyone diagnosing me on a binging or disorder or anything. It's probably a self-diagnosis, which I'm not claiming that I have it. It's just those urges I get. And so then move it up to a little bit earlier this year of 2018, I went to the doctor and they got my weight and everything, and I was like, that's just too big. I fly back and forth to Florida and Colorado a lot, and I could not fit in the airplane seats. I was just so uncomfortable. I'd always wear a hoodie on the plane, so it looked like my hoodie was the reason why it was so big, but it wasn't. I purposely put the armrest on my neighbor's plane seat up just so I wouldn't have that uncomfortableness of not fitting in that seat, if that makes sense. And then another point was we went to Elitch's. For people that are not in Colorado, that's like the theme park in Denver. Roller coasters, you know, all that good stuff. And I did not fit in the seats on the roller coasters. They actually had to smush me in and push down on the bar so they could get the bar latched. And most of the time I was like sucking in everything just so I would fit, because I wanted to enjoy that stuff. So starting on June 1st, I was talking to my cousin this whole time, Lauren, just trying to figure out how to start keto. I didn't know. I just, you know, you don't want to change your eating habits, especially if you have like a sweet tooth like I do. So she gave me some tips and tricks and some groceries that I should be getting and everything. So one night I literally just went to King Soopers, our grocery store, and I just bought all of the keto stuff. I bought chicken breast, bacon, eggs, cheese, low-carb tortillas, pickle spears, Powerade Zeros, lettuce for salads, ranch dressing, like all the things that are keto that I actually still eat now. And when I got home from the grocery store, I actually just went in my kitchen and threw away all of my junk food. Like literally dumped it down the sink, threw it away in the trash, because I'm not gonna go through the trash and pick out food because germs. So I just did all that. I'm like literally everything I did. Okay, I'm back. So June 1st, threw away all my food, got keto stuff at the grocery store. And then, you know, I changed my eating habits as best as I could. I had my roommate Tatum kind of be my coach because I didn't know how to change that. I didn't know. I still wanted to like overeat, even though I was eating healthier. I was still trying to overeat. And it just, I didn't see results really. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, oh, is this really gonna work? Because, you know, with every diet, you're like, oh, I want quick results, like now. And so I was just eating, and I was like, you know, what would really help me would be, I need to get a gym membership. So there was a gym right across the street from our house that just opened up. It was super cheap, super nice. So I was like, you know, I'll go over there today and join. So I joined that in the middle of June. And then all summer I was going almost every day. And then kind of fall started and I stopped going as much, which I do need to get back into going. Not only for you guys, so you guys can see exactly what I do and everything, but for myself. So I can stay sane and I can get in better shape and not feel so bad about myself. And it was kind of hard for me in June. You guys from my cousin Lauren's channel, you know this already, but in June my grandma passed away and I was up in Colorado when it happened, so I couldn't be there physically, but I was there emotionally with them, so I was just not okay with that. few days after it happened, I flew home. I didn't want to do keto. My family was in mourning. We were upset. We were sad. We just lost someone very close to us. So that kind of got to me mentally a little bit. Then I flew back up here and I was like, you know, I can't feel bad for myself and I can't get down on myself. I need to keep going no matter what happens in my life. If it's a breakup or a family member passing or anything bad that happens, I push through it and I make sure that I stay on the same track that I want to be on, because I've lost over 60 pounds in 5 months. 5 or 6 months, which is insane. I am like half the size I used to be, just about. Never thought I could do that, because if you talk to me when I was a little younger, if you asked me like, oh, could you lose weight super easy? I would tell you no, straight up. I'd be like, I can't do that. I can't give up candy and soda and bread. Like, bread is one of the biggest food groups that Americans eat, and I had to give it up. And I miss it, but I honestly don't need it in my life, if that makes sense. So just having that mindset is just what helps me, that I see the results, I see the side-by-sides, and I hear what people say to me about like what I've been doing and everything, and I get messages saying I'm an inspiration, and I mean, you guys are inspiring me to keep going, and you guys are motivating me, and I'm here to motivate and inspire you as well. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys today to show you and kind of explain to you what I've gone through on this journey of mine. My goal now is to probably be about 130 pounds, which I think I've addressed before. Who knows if that's where I'll be happy, if I'll be happy at like 150, who knows? I still have 50 pounds I think to go, which sounds like a lot, but I know I can do it if I just push through it. Someone's asked me about plateauing before, and I've answered that, but right now I'm plateauing. I am staying at the same 188 pound mark no matter what I do. If I go to the gym, if I don't eat a lot, if I eat a cheat meal, nothing has been working for me. So I need to do something drastic to my diet or something to shock my body into dropping that little bit, so then that way I can continue downward in losing instead of just kind of staying on the same level. So I'm gonna close out today's video on that note. For my video tomorrow, I'm gonna do a question and answer, so make sure you leave comments down below. Ask me any questions you want, personal, keto, anything, animal. If you guys want to know about animals, I got you. So just leave those down there. On my Instagram, you guys can message me on Instagram. I'll put that down in the description as well. So just let me know your feedback, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye y'all.